Tim at Revive Watford here. Just going to show what I'm up to today. I've got a trade account customer. I'm going to do a localised repair. Got a scratch here, and we're going to paint this section of the quarter panel and just into this bit of the bumper. So I'm going to do a real localised smart repair today. So had some comments on a post I did recently with the Audi A1 rear bumper that I did the fade out on, and I chose to lacquer out pretty much 3/4 of the bumper just for the purpose of that video, to show how I do a fade out. And now normally I might have lacquered the full bumper. In that particular case I'd already lacquered the full bumper. It was a rectification because the paintwork got chipped, so I didn't need to do that again. I could have kept it much smaller, but I wanted to demonstrate the fade out. But this time I'm going to keep this one nice and small, and let's see how we get on. I'll keep you posted. Okay, buzzed out the scratch, finished it in 500. Then what I've done is, so grey scotch the whole arch. You can see I've gone over the line, so it gives me something to work to. So I'm going to soft edge around this line, but I know the lacquer's going to stick and adhere to the panel there. That'll all polish up. So we'll get this masked up and get some paint on it. Okay, this little trade smart repair is ready to paint. Masked up the arch to the arch. So I've done the soft edge where I roll the tape over, so one half of it is soft. It looks a bit rough here because I've put a second one on top, which is just going to guide my base coat. So I'm going to put the colour over the primed area, which is here, and I'm going to airbrush it from this direction to try and keep the colour away from going up in that area. So I'm going to try and keep the colour this direction, so there's no colour build up there. And once I've put the base coat on, I'll take this one off so you can see I've got the other one underneath it, which is a bit more accurate on the arch line. And I'll lacquer around there and I'll fade out that edge, get it dry and polished in. So let's get this painted. Okay, that's the arch all painted, lacquered it up. I used the Pro Excel 305, perfect job for this, tiny, dries quick. I'm going to polish it in obviously, so I want it to get nice and that edge dried nice and hard. So obviously just lacquered that arch, and as you can see here, faded out on that edge. So we'll get that dried, and get it polished up, and the job will be done. Just crack on. Alright, ready for a polish now, nice and dry. I'm giving it a little cut with 2000 just to take some bits out, and I'm going to go over with a 3000 Trizac. That will cut that back and make polishing a lot easier. I always like to go over the area where I faded in, so along that edge I'll 3000 this edge and bring it up. So a couple of minutes this will look like glass, and no one will ever know this happened. Alright, that's the 3000 Trizac. You can see it straight away, nice and smooth. Let's get that mop on it now and bring it back up to pure gloss and get that mirror finish. There you go, all done. Mirror finish. That's the edge. You never know. So a bit of patience, a bit of care. Do a localised smart repair like that. Keep it small. Use the fade out around the top edge. Dry it properly. Cool it right down before polishing it. Job's a good one. Everyone's happy, especially the trader.